I'm Anna Arujo.
And I'm Megan Arujo, and we're here at the Marvy booth. And this company specializes in everything from punches to fabric markers to just markers for sort of that embellishment on your paper. And you name it, it's here. And we have a really great project that we're going to show you guys how to do today.
I want to introduce to you Lisa Johnson.
Hi.
And Lisa has come up with this great thank you card, and she's going to show us how to make it.
It's very exciting. I love working with Marvy products, and one of my favorite things to do is rubber stamping. And so I've chosen to show how to do a fun technique called the rock and roll method today.
I'm down.
I told you she'd love the rock and roll, didn't I?
A little Elvis, you know. So first thing I want to do is just kind of show how to do this technique. And there's a few different ways to do it. You can do it with two colors that complement each other, either monochromatic or just complementary.
What's monochromatic?
Within the same color tones.
I didn't take art class.
So we're working with oranges and browns since this is a fall project. And we have our pale orange and our regular orange.
Those are great colors.
They're beautiful.
Really
and
like them.
Like sherbet ice cream, which I would love to have.
You're
right
really
now.
making me hungry. I know. I have no problem eating ice cream today. We're also going to be showing you how to incorporate sponging in your projects. It's a great way to add depth and a warmness to cards. And so I actually use it quite a bit. It's almost embarrassing. We're going to be using clear stamps today, which is nice because you can actually see where your ink is going.
Okay.
And the stamp set that we're using is one of my stamp sets through Paper Tray Ink.
Okay.
So first thing I do is I stamp my image with the peach, and then what I do is I just take my block and I roll it around and rock it while I'm going.
See,
so you're gonna
rock
get
and roll.
rock and roll.
Oh, we get it.
You might get some on your block, but what you get is this variegated kind of
cute.
tone. Yeah, and I don't even clean the stamp in between rock and rolls, so to speak. You can go light, you can go
So
dark.
you got it how she's doing it? She's rocking it.
Yeah.
You can do only the edges. See how that one right there picks up a little bit more of the peach?
So kind of more you do it, you get a little bit different tone every time?
Yeah.
Since
So
you're not
there's
cleaning
no
in between?
two same flowers.
No two same flowers.
They're all unique.
Just like us.
Oh my God.
We're getting warm fuzzies here now, aren't
this kid.
we? So what I like about this is you get this easy perceived depth in your card.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we've done on this card.
Okay.
And through the magic of television, I've already shown how you can create your own pattern paper with that.
Okay.
And I'll just
You're doing your rocking and
do my
rolling.
rocking and
so
rolling.
pat, 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 and rock and roll.
And you know, with clear stamps, they sometimes have a production film on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's two ways you can condition your stamps if they do have a tendency to bead up. Some inks do, some inks don't. You can take an eraser and actually rub the top of the stamp with an eraser, and it gives it this conditioning, kind of pulls off that production film, or lightly sand them. And I find with these solid images that sometimes really helps you get a real crisp image if you want that.
And you know, another thing that I've also found, Lisa, is a brown grocery bag. If you rip a corner off the brown grocery bag, for some reason it does that too, so you can use what you have around the house to do the conditioning as well.
And
so
might
that's
I
a really
add,
good
that
point.
was very eco-friendly of you.
Very eco-friendly.
I know it was.
You're so green. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in again. And you can do like a little love. Give the pad a little love too if you're not getting solid enough.
Megan likes the little love.
Do my little rock and roll
There we go.
and fill in that gap. I got probably a little bit more solid than I would have liked. So I'm going to go over here in this section. Do it one more time.
And it's great if you go off the page too, because it really looks like wrapping paper where the image just goes right off the edge. So Lisa, I noticed that on the other one you have some sparkles. Do you want to show us how the sparkles go on too?
Yes, I would love to do that.
Now this is, what kind of pen is this? Glitter pen.
This is
Megan.
called Just Glitter, and It's really just glitter.
I might leave with this, just so you know.
We'll tug of war with it.
No, I am a sucker for glitter.
This is one of it. Works on fabric. It's washable, so it's a really great multi-use product.
So could I
Please
do
try
this?
it. You'll see it has a nice.
I am. Look at this. Okay, okay. You get to do it too. Just in the center. A little bit.
Ooh.
Okay, now we're never going to get the pen away from her.
You've lost me. Sorry.
Okay, so we've got the idea here. What are we going to do next?
So the next step after you're
You
done.
better hide this.
The next step is to actually take the sentiment. The splatter image. In this set, we have a cute little splatter to give it a little bit more of a fall feel.
Oh, cute.
Just add a little artistic feel, like so. And once again, I can see where I'm going, and that ink just really flows beautifully. It's got a good quality to that. And then the next thing we do, and you'll see here, what I've done is, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to add sponging.
Okay.
And how that adds depth. And so the next thing I do is I just go in and I add just
like a little bit of blush on your cheeks.
Yes. You don't want to go
I
for
had
the
to
circus
relate it
effect.
to makeup for you.
Me too.
No circus effect. And the trick is to think the outer perimeter of your project needs to be dark and fade into.
Okay.
And if you find that you're having a hard time actually making that work, I actually can use my thumb as a guard while I'm doing that.
Oh, so you don't go any further than, that's a really
so
good
that
tip.
that gives me that appearance.
That is good because I would be the one who smudged all over the card. See, we wouldn't need the splatter stamp because I would be making my own splatter.
So what's our next step after you sponge all the way around the edge?
The next step, we've got one all finished, is
I'll move this out of the way for you.
the next section of the card is creating this little band that we have here.
Kind of looks like a little buckle.
Yeah.
That's cute.
It's kind of vintagey and fresh and hip all at once. So what I've done here is I'll show you how to stamp this fun little image. I love my swirls.
They're cute.
You know how when you doodle, I just tend to doodle swirls. And
You could say yeah because she'll sit on the phone and then all of a sudden there'll be a
doodle
pad
home.
with like doodles all over it.
I'm a doodler. What
wouldn't
can I
that be fun
say?
to get everybody's doodles together and just have a book on
Doodles.
my phone doodles?
Ooh,
Copyright.
We'll talk about it later. So I just stamp and I try to alternate my image as I stamp. It gives a little bit more depth to your project.
and this is monochromatic, brown on brown, but different shades.
Oh, monochromatic, keeping within the color scheme.
Keeping within.
Boy,
I
she's
have
a
learned
fast
something
learner,
new
isn't
today.
she?
So there's really no wrong way to do it. You can just kind of go crazy with it, stamp all over.
The only wrong way to do this is if you keep doing the same
Right.
pattern straight across.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you're going to get a very unpleasing look. It'll actually be quite distracting to your eye.
Okay.
I want to show you how to do the special use of our scallop punches.
Oh, cool. Okay. I love punches.
I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't live without my punches. For me, yes, sounds sad, doesn't it? I couldn't live without my punches.
No, you got to realize who I've grown up with, so it's like...
For me, any tool that you have that you can use for multiple purposes is
Yeah.
worth the investment.
Exactly.
And so for me, Marvy has the best in the industry, and that's what brought me to work with Marvy. They're easy to punch.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can just go like this or turn them around, as we're going to use today. And you can see where you're punching. We'll show you how to do that in a minute. And the other fun thing is to pull it through like so.
Oh, I see how. Oh, very good tip. I like that.
Then you just punch it. Ah! And it magically flies.
We're going to go down to the basement here and grab it.
And that gives us this edge here, which is so
Isn't that
fun.
cool?
You can do all sorts of fun things with that. You can make it's wonderful use for masculine cards too.
That's really nice because, you know, we always do cute so often, but we got to forget about.
No, we can't forget about.
Oh, darn. Okay, we have to do masculine cards every once in a while.
It's hard sometimes. But we got to give them cards just so they really respect what we do.
And so now
exactly.
you're just creating the buckle that's going to go on the front of the card, and that'll sort of just give it that tie-in, wrap-up sort of feeling on the front.
Right.
Very cute.
Right.
And then how do you secure that down? Are you just doing it with like glue stick or?
What we're going to do is we'll add our layer here.
Uh-huh.
And we'll just do this really fast. And use little pop-ups like that. And don't undo the stickies yet.
Okay.
So after I adhere this to the card, I'll show you how I use my little tack here. And there's all sorts of tools in the industry that you can use. I tend just to be a little bit, whatever's on hand, I'll use whatever we've got. So I just kind of wrap it around the card there. And you can use a little adhesive if you want. Marvy's just recently come out with this mini glue tape.
It's so cute.
So I'm gonna.
You're just gonna tuck that underneath.
Tuck it under.
Great.
Really fast. And I use this little pin and just add 2 punches with my tack. And there's all sorts of there's other fun hole punches.
Yeah, punches that you can use. But if you don't have a punch, a tack is great.
Tack works great. And I can see what I'm doing. There's paper piercing tools. So I just secure it right through there.
So she's just putting some brads in.
Yep.
And then this is going to get mounted on the top of the card.
Yep.
Why don't you start, I'll do that for
bet.
you, and you start showing us the next step.
Like I said, one of my favorite things to do with punches is to use them with seeing what I'm punching out.
Right.
So, with sentiments, it makes your job significantly easier when you're trying to figure out
Where to place
where
it.
to punch. Yeah. I can turn my paper over, but repunching it is not always the easiest thing to do. So again, I have my image here.
So you stamped the thank you for us ahead of time, and now you're putting for being a special friend.
And then you're just gonna punch this out and sort of you're gonna sponge around the edge. So basically the same type of thing that we did with this card, and then that's just gonna finish the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Quick and easy. Quick and easy.
Very cool.
And with the like I said before, with clear stamps you can see what you're doing, which to me is a benefit. And interestingly enough, clear stamps came from a photopolymer. These are made from photopolymer. Actually, that product is used in printing, so it's made to transfer ink. So
why don't you grab the punch over there, and we're going to just show people how to punch it real quick, and then we're going to assemble the card.
I love this. I love the dimension on that.
And look how she's lining it up inside. There we go.
Ready? Party!
Yay! Look at that. Perfect.
Easy
that is so cute. And then you took and sponged around the edge.
And then just add all kinds of embellishments and
here's a finished.
Very cool. And then you just put that on there.
You just pop it right on.
Bada bing, bada boom.
And there's the finished card. Look how cute. And I think she made a couple other using the same idea, but doing it this direction.
So we have some great different
layouts.
size options, obviously some different
Red.
colors and sort of things to take a look at. So I think these are all some really great
Look
ideas.
how fun. And look at this is a little bar of soap that she decorated too.
Very cute.
Isn't that very cute? Lisa, thank you so much. This is a
Thank
great
you so
project.
much. Thank you for showing us how to use all these great projects.
And
Fantastic.
your
Or
great
products,
little
I should
tips.
say.
She had some
Yeah.
great tips too.
Perfect. Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.